at second place Middlesbrough in the league last weekend. So Wrexham against Coventry City. Wrexham have been on the up in the last few weeks. Coventry City on the up all season. They're a club arriving at this racecourse ground for the first time since their last visit in 1964. They beat Watford last weekend. That meant they went 3 points clear at the top of the championship table. It extended their winning streak to 6 games now, and Coventry City remain unbeaten in the league. So it's a game which really is going to whet the appetite. I think Wrexham against Coventry. They had a bit of disappointment here midweek with that Carabao Cup game against Cardiff City. The rivals from South Wales to 1 in the end and going out of the competition, but they can make amends this evening against Coventry City. That won't be easy, however, that is for sure. A little bit of late prodding and poking to the pitch from the ground staff. The far end of the ground, if you don't know the racecourse ground that well, is the old Cop end, which has been demolished. It will be rebuilt. They're going to put a stand at that end of the ground, which will hold, they hope, more than 7,000 people, taking capacity at this stadium to around about the 18,000 mark. And it'll be a really atmospheric place when they do that. It still is an atmospheric place, even three-sided, with capacity a little under 11,000. These Coventry City supporters in great heart, as you can understand, because their season has been magnificent so far. They were playoff semi-final losers last season, losing to Sunderland, who then went on to beat Sheffield United in the playoff final, of course. So big disappointment for them then. However, this season has been pretty much non-stop success. 12 league games played, 8 of them won, the other 4 have been drawn. They're unbeaten in league action. They're 3 points clear at the top of the table. They've won their last 6, and they're in great shape. And they're also in the home kit on the right-hand side of the tunnel here, the sky blue jerseys against Wrexham, who will have red tops and white shorts. Tense moments these as they prepare to emerge out into the stadium. It's a great place to watch football, the racecourse ground. One of the oldest grounds in the United Kingdom, has been renovated over years, but they're side. Will be hoping for. That is key. Can win this game, then they will extend their lead at the top of the table still further. They're a middle moment, but Wrexham got a great 1-1 draw at the Riverside. So let's have a look at the teams. Phil Parkinson making 4 changes actually to the side which started that draw at Middlesbrough. Lewis Brunt out. He'll be missing for a couple of months with a hamstring injury. George Dobson, George Thomason and Ryan Longman all dropped to their bench. In come Dan Scarr, Liberato Cacace, Lewis O'Brien and former Coventry man Ben Sheaf, who returns after a thigh injury. He actually started the season with the Sky Blues, played 1 game for Coventry this season before moving to North Wales. Wrexham's Callum Doyle is suspended. Frank Lampard makes 3 changes to the 11 which started the win over Watford. Milan van Ewijk is suspended. Bobby Thomas came off in that Watford game with fatigue. Doesn't feature here. Jay De Silva drops to the bench. In come right back Kane Kessler-Hayden, Luke Wolfenden in the centre of defence and Jake Bidwell at left back. So 3 changes to the back 4. And another defender, Joel Latibaudiere, is back on their bench after recovering from injury. Latibaudiere is actually yet to play this season. So the captains will meet, and Kiefer Moore will be the man that Coventry City are looking to keep quiet, and he will be hoping to capitalise on this rejigged Sky Blues defence. And of course with Windass alongside, or actually probably more in behind, Windass behind more, it's a powerful top end that they have, but nobody scores more goals than Coventry City. Brandon Thomas Asante has 9 this season, 7 in his last 6 games for the club. And our referee this evening is Anthony Backhouse. He is assisted by George Byrne and Alex James. Lewis Smith is the 4th official. Frank Lampard in one dugout, Phil Parkinson in the other. It's been a long, long time since Coventry City played against Wrexham at the racecourse ground. They actually did play in January of 2023 in the FA Cup, which Coventry City lost 4-3. And it is the league leaders, Coventry City, all in sky blue, who get us underway on the whistle from Anthony Backhouse. It's Coventry kicking from right to left in the first 45 minutes against Wrexham in the red jerseys and white shorts. Little hook ball forward from O'Brien. Kesler Hayden into the side, takes the throw in for Coventry. And this will be a first touch for their goalkeeper Carl Rushworth, on loan at the club from Brighton. Round the corner from Haji Wright. Great front two they have, working off each other, Thomas Asante and Wright. Rushworth. Ben Sheaf getting involved for the first time, the former Coventry City midfielder. He's sitting in that defensive midfield role alongside Matty James tonight for Wrexham. This is Grimes. Good turn by Wright. Half snuffed out, taken up by Thomas Asante. Bidwell here from left back for Coventry City. That is a Coventry throw-in, won by Mason Clark. Bidwell. Long clearance from Rushworth. Play well by Sakamoto. Kesler Hayden back to Katsuhiro Sakamoto. It's a dipping ball, but it's a little bit too long. All their front players have been in amongst the goals this season. Can't quote the Wrexham goalkeeper. Very much a target man, Kiefer Moore. There is Kiefer Moore with a little downward header. Cleared away by Bidwell. Cleworth's header coming to Issa Kabore here. Matty James. Issa Kabore. Closed down very quickly by Mason Clark. Phil Parkinson felt that should have been a Wrexham throw-in. That's Liam Kitching back to Rushworth. Little mistake by Haji Wright. Control just let him down. Matty James at the heart of that midfield, and Dan Scarr at the heart of the defence, finding Cleworth. Kabore's forward ball. Slightly cagey first 5 minutes or so. Long from Rushworth and a bit too long for Sakamoto. I think Grimes and O'Brien will be too far away from each other over the course of the evening. Chase forward. I should say pass, it was more of a hoik from the New Zealander, came back to him. Here's Kabore. Used his body well to get that little bit of room. Ben Sheaf finding James. To Scarp. It's a race which I think Wolfenden's going to win. Just forced into an error though. 24-year-old who's battled out on loan at various Football League clubs from Brighton, Walsall and Lincoln and Swansea and Hull before Coventry. Cross is whipped in dangerously, only half cleared and put over the top by Josh Windass. It was Liam Kitching's clearance which didn't really do the job. It's a good ball in. Kitching here only thied it away, really. Was inviting for Windass to hit, but he maybe got a bit overexcited. Front two at Wrexham, both new to the club this summer. Sakamoto. Clearance, O'Brien here. O'Brien running into a strong Wolfenden challenge. What? It's going straight. Carelessly conceded. Seemed to go right through Cleworth. Kiefer Moore coming back. It's a great defensive header of a ball as well as a goal scorer with his head. Kiefer Moore wins a lot of corners defending his own goal mouth as well as attacking the opposition. Matt Grimes with the corner kick. Decent delivery as well. Never really threatened to be on target, in all honesty. I think it is Kitching who gets the final touch. Yes, it is. Needs to tread carefully tonight. Liam Kitching, he's on 4 yellow cards. Another one would bring him a suspension. 5 yellow cards is why Van Ewijk is out tonight for Coventry, which is definitely a miss for them in the back. Has got 6 goals already this season in his first 14 games as a Wrexham player, equalling his tally at Sheffield United from 30 games for the Blades. Rushworth. Bidwell's header. Matty James for Wrexham. Header's fallen to Windass. There's a pass to O'Brien, and Windass has threaded it through. O'Brien's come into traffic. I've no idea why. Here's Issa Kabore. O'Brien again. Poor touch by Windass. Sakamoto darting forward for Coventry finds Mason Clark here. James tidying up. Kesler-Hayden. It was a brilliant opportunity for O'Brien to attack the goal. I'm not sure why he didn't take it. Just didn't seem to trust himself on his right-hand side and wanted to come back in onto his left. Header one by Hyam. Sakamoto. Scar. A whiff of an error. And a foul on Kabore from Mason Clark. Well, here's the opportunity that Lewis O'Brien definitely did not make the most of. It's a good ball by Windass. It's just run straight into trouble. Very strange decision, that. Great pass. Needed someone with more confidence in their right boot. It's going to be a throw-in to Wrexham. Liberata Kakache is the man who's going to take it. It's only his 6th appearance for the club since joining from Empoli of Italy. He's a New Zealand international, born in Wellington, to an Italian father. James is prowling over to take the corner kick for Wrexham. With 3 crowd, that's congestion. There's a lot for the referee to try and watch here. Anthony Backhouse is that man. Keeper did reasonably well to get there. Then it's Hoyt goalwards and drops out of play for another corner. It was Dominic Hyam who reached it. Keeper actually, Rushworth, did reasonably well to get through all those bodies, but Hyam could try and loft it goalwards. And Wrexham will have another corner, this time from the right, and more pressure on Carl Rushworth and Coventry City's goal. They haven't actually been behind Coventry in any of their last 9 games, as the corner kick comes in deep from O'Brien. And it's a goal kick. It did come off Kiefer Moore last. Bidwell just has a little problem maybe with his shoulder. Should be okay in a minute, you'd have thought. Whistler's gone, Wrexham free kick. Windass. Wolfenden finding Sakamoto. Kesler Hayden here. Wolfenden. Bidwell. Mason Clark for Coventry City, finding Jamie Allen. There's Hayden into Sakamoto. The pressure from Kakache. Bidwell, Sakamoto. Allen. Taken away from Haji Wright. Free kick. No complaints really from Brandon Thomas Asante. Mason Clark for Coventry. Bidwell. Throw. Thomas Asante is back on his feet, but complaining about a blow in the face. Kesler Hayden here. Sakamoto. Asante. That's a free kick to Coventry. Matty James doesn't agree with that. Neither does Ben Sheaf. It was James who committed the foul. Little push. It's that from Matty James rather than that from Ben Sheaf, I think. So Hadji Wright and Matt Grimes over this. It's a fair old distance to have a go, but they're thinking about it. Wright or Grimes? It's Grimes, it's wide. Well, judging is from his reactions, he obviously fancied that. Feels he should have got it on target. Just curled a bit much for him. Conquo's clearance. Bore. Forward by James. Windass. Lewis O'Brien arriving, more in the middle. And it might come to O'Brien! Good save! Best chance of the game so far. O'Brien with the chest off, looking for Windass. That's ricocheted. Hit Kiefer Moore. I don't think he knew too much about it, actually. Thomas Asante here. And Bidwell forward. Windass. O'Brien. Kabore. And Wrexham have a throw-in, and they're having a good spell here. Throw-in quickly taken by Kabore to keep that momentum going. Cleworth back to Kabore. Decent cross, headed away by Kesler Hayden, and then lashed up field by Thomas Asante. Cleworth. Grimes. Wolfenden at the back for Coventry. In his second start of the season. And it's in! Mason Clark for Coventry City, somewhat against the run of play over the last 5 or 6 minutes, but out of nothing the league leaders strike first. Efron Mason Clark makes it Wrexham 0, Coventry City 1. Sakamoto's ball forward, he's being played onside. It's a lovely ball by Sakamoto, swept home by Efron Clark. Dan Scarr is playing him onside. Goalkeeper seemed to misjudge which side Mason Clark was going to go. And it's Wrexham 0, Coventry 1. Moments after Lewis O'Brien had this chance, which he did take on with his right boot on that occasion, but brought the save from Rushworth's outstretched left boot. If that was a good save, Mason Clark's finish was equally good, and that's why Coventry lead at Wrexham by a goal to nil. Issa Kabore. Bidwell away, but not really far away. Back in by Sheaf, connected by Rushworth. Here's Jamie Allen. Here's Hayden. Right. Might come back to Haji Wright. It has. Wrexham have half cleared their lines. Sasante winning it. Bidwell. Allen. Kessler Hayden. Sakamoto. Jamie Allen. Now their noses in front. Coventry are playing with confidence again. Just had that rocky 3 or 4 minutes just before the goal. Here's the man who scored it, Mason Clark. Finding a little bit of room. And the cross in, which was put behind by Dan Scarr for a corner. Only his second goal of the season, actually, Mason Clark, which, given that most of the forward players for Coventry have been scoring for fun, we'll be pleased to have added his name further to the list of goal scorers. Coming into this game, Wrexham had scored 14 more goals than anybody else in the Championship. Conquer, I think that came off the woodwork. It's going to be a corner. Just seemed to misjudge that. It's a looping header, which ends up being a, can't help feeling, preventable corner kick, as it was Wolfenden's header that looped. We've got a bit of goalkeeper and a bit of bar. City's 35th goal of the season in the Championship. We have another corner here. Again attacked by Wolfenden, but put behind by Clough. He's keeping a close eye on Luke Wolfenden here. In comes the Grimes corner again, right on the button. Jamie Allen couldn't quite convert a volley, and there might be a break on here as O'Brien finds Kiefer Moore. It's not a great ball from Kiefer Moore, and Rushworth will deal with that very confidently indeed. Mason Clark, offside this time. But he clearly wasn't on the goal. They've scored relatively early again, they've made a habit of that. Bidwell, Rushworth, O'Brien, Windass, Moore at the back post. Ball didn't get that far. Good header by High back to his goalkeeper. Well, Windass couldn't find his strike partner. But they've had chances, Wrexham. O'Brien. James. Bore. Dominic Hyam here for Wrexham. Only actually won one home league game this season, Wrexham, of 6 played before tonight. That was their last home league game, which was a 1-0 victory against Oxford United. Shows how you can make statistics say anything you want, really, when both these are true. Wrexham have 2 defeats only in their last 9 in all competitions, but they've also only got 1 win in 7. Mason Clark. Bidwell, that's a good cross. Conco got a really good hand to that. Kitchings forward ball. Allen's little layoff to Grimes. There's the Hayden for Sakamoto. There's the Hayden's cross. It's a good one. Mason Clark attacked it. He got in front of Kabore too. Offside, as it happened, but it's a decent cross. Kabore. Windass for Wrexham. It's a ball designed to stretch Kesler Hayden. Kache. Ben Sheaf for Matty James. O'Brien. Klueth for Kabore. It's okay. Kache to deliver again. Headed away by Wolfenden. Hyam. James. Klueth. Free kick is given. O'Brien was knocked over by Mason Clark after the ball had gone. So free kick to the home side. Hyam and Moore are the 2 most centrally placed Wrexham red jerseys. Matty James to deliver. Little shirt pull. And the free kick given against Max Klueth. He's been in charge now for 4 fantastic years, Phil Parkinson. Has a lot of promotions on his CV. Got Colchester promoted, he got Bolton promoted, and he's got Wrexham promoted no fewer than 3 times. Moore. Oh, it's a great ball. Offside though. Did look offside, Windass. Great ball by Kiefer Moore. But George Byrne, I think, is spot on with this. Yep. Ben Sheaf for Wrexham. Kabore. It's a very steady defender, Jake Bidwell. O'Brien. Windass. Kabore. Kept away from Kiefer Moore, and Kakache just snatched at it a little bit. He's only scored twice for his 3 clubs in Europe. Liberato Kakache. 4 in 60 for Wellington Phoenix. Despite being from New Zealand, playing the Australian A-League. Plenty in the box here for Coventry. It's drilled in hard and low by Kesler Hayden. Cleared away only as far as Matt Grimes. O'Brien got a good boot in the way. Hyam with a volley. And then Wrexham with a throw-in off ahead of Kane Kesler Hayden. Jamie Allen with a Coventry header. Thomas Asante. Sakamoto. Bidwell. Mason Clark. It's too high for Tatsuhiro Sakamoto. Strength in depth in the Coventry squad these days. Not the biggest squad, but a strong one. It's a decent bench with the likes of Sims and De Silva. Kabore's ball in. Allen's away. Cleworth. Kabore. Away from Issa Kabore, but he's got it back again. Scar at the back for Wrexham. Matty James. O'Brien, that was a good ball by Windass. By O'Brien on his favoured left. He's been involved in most of Wrexham's pots at goals, Lewis O'Brien. One he didn't take on when he should have done, one with his right foot, which was well saved by the outstretched boot of Rushworth when it was still 0-0, and then that on his favoured left, comfortably saved. Hyam couldn't resist. So last 5 minutes of the first half. Bidwell. Sheaf for O'Brien. Free kick given. Lewis O'Brien's the man most likely to score, really. Wrexham's free kick picked off by Thomas Asante, who is very optimistic in thinking he can get it over the goalkeeper from that distance. Goals have been Coventry's currency this season. More Shane couldn't quite control it, wasn't easy. Tough this, dropping over his shoulder, he's onside. If he had controlled it, it would have been a great chance. O'Brien. Wolfenden, Kessler Hayden managing to prevent a corner. Sakamoto with a forward ball, which Haji Wright couldn't get onto. Free kick, in a good position. Cards coming out here. Ben Sheaf goes into the book against his former club. It's a pretty calculated trip on Mason Clark. Played 7 minutes for Coventry in their opening game of the season, a goalless draw against Hull City. Came on as a late substitute and went off 7 minutes later. Last couple of minutes of normal time in the first half. I think you'd be stretching it to say that Coventry have troubled Okonkwo that many times. In terms of chances created in the first half, it's probably a bit below par for them, but they're still in front. Haji Wright and Grimes over this. Grimes hit the last one, remember, just wide. So it's Wright this time with power into the wall. Told you it had power. To the head of Max Cleworth. So Coventry's throw, Bidwell will take. Allen forward, back into Mason Clark. Sakamoto left in a heap. It's a free kick. Well, they're both going for the ball, but I think Kakache gets there second and comes through the back of Sakamoto. Definitely a free kick. Just one to add on. Well, can he keep his goal-scoring record going? 7, remember, in his last 6 Coventry games. Brandon Thomas Asante. Looks like he's going to whack this. And he's whacked it over the bar. So that's half-time, says the referee, Anthony Backhouse, and it's Coventry City who lead thanks to that goal from Ephraim Mason-Clark in the 22nd minute, beautifully found by Sakamoto and neatly swept into the corner of the Wrexham net. O'Brien has had 3 presentable opportunities for Wrexham he hasn't managed to take. Frank Lampard's side are in front again at the break. It's Wrexham 0, Coventry City 1. So welcome back to the Racecourse Ground, where league leaders Coventry City have a 1-goal advantage at half-time, courtesy of Ephraim Mason-Clark's goal midway through the half. They could be 6 points clear at the top of the table tonight. They've only conceded twice in their last 7 games coming into this, and obviously have not been breached yet tonight either. So even though it's only 1-0, it feels like it's a biggish task for Wrexham. It's Frank Lampard having to break into a trot, so he doesn't hold up the beginning of the second half. So Anthony Backhouse is ready, and the home side Wrexham will get the second half underway. They'll have to kick off correctly. Off we go. Wrexham from right to left. Grimes header into Thomas Asante, running away from James and finding Bidwell. Made by Mason-Clark, the goal scorer. Boy managing to get the better of him. Wrexham have drawn 4 of the last 7. At this stage, you think they'd be happy to make it 5 draws in 8. We'll see. They've only failed to score in 1 of their 16 games so far this season, Wrexham. So that might be a little warning to Coventry City. The North Wales side normally get on the score sheet at one point or another. The only game in which they didn't was in the middle of October this month, their 1-0 defeat at Stoke. Wolfenden. Wrexham 16th place in the championship at start of play. They've picked up in the last few weeks, but you feel that every point will be precious for Bill Parkinson's side. They sit at the moment just below mid-table. 5 points above the bottom 3. O'Brien. Sakamoto. Oh, lovely. Back heel through the legs of Kikache. Matty James has then fouled Sakamoto. A lovely bit of skill there from the Japanese international. Have a look at this. Back heel nutmeg. Nice. Not nice for Kikache. So Grimes to take the free kick. His career was played in Wales with Swansea City. Matt Grimes, who delivers this ball in. Swansea's hardly round the corner from the race course. It's a fair old trek from north to south. Awkward fall for Windass, who stayed down. O'Brien, bit of concern here for Windass, but Wrexham seek to advance. Ben Sheaf spreading it wide to Kabore. Kabore trying to go outside Bidwell, chopping it back, couldn't find O'Brien. Kabore again. Windass is now hobbling into this attack as the shot fizzed in. It's well hit as well by Max Cleworth, not a million miles away. Good strike. Wasn't far off that. Thomas Asante away to Mason Clark. Right in the middle, Sakamoto as well. Kessler Hayden will keep this alive for Coventry. Wolfenden. Sakamoto. Kessler Hayden. Forward from Kitching. Left on by Haji Wright, but straight through to Okonkwo in the Wrexham goal. Kakache made his run. Kessler Hayden's off after him. Kakache's cross. Kiefer Moore engaged in an almighty tussle off the ball with Kitching. Neither of them seem to be remotely interested in the ball. Here's Sakamoto. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Mason Clark here for Coventry City. Well, he had Haji Wright to his right-hand side, had Thomas Asante arriving to his left. Mason Clark fancied his chances. This is Thomas Asante. Grimes. Jamie Allen. There's the Hayden. Wolfenden. That's an error by Rushworth. Wrexham throw. Kakache with it. That's an error by Kakache. And now look at this between Kitching and Moore. That's been going on for some time now. Well, the referee let it go when there was an almighty tussle between them inside the penalty area when the ball was nowhere near them. That was a good 2 or 3 minutes ago. Now Anthony Backhouse has a decision to make. I imagine he'll probably book them both. It seemed strange to me that he allowed that to go. I guess he decided it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And then when they came back together, he decides they both need a yellow card. Have a look at where the ball is and what goes on between those two in the penalty area. The ball never gets anywhere near them. you'd have to say that Kiefer Moore is being fouled, wouldn't you, by Liam Kitching? Kiefer Moore is trying to get onto a cross. Kitching is making sure he can't. I'm pretty sure that Phil Parkinson will have something to say about that. Here's Windass. He defended back onto Windass, Richard did, deflected onto him, goal kick. Sakamoto. Akache's forward ball. It's an important header. As Josh Windass was potentially in behind the Coventry defence. Wolfenden made sure he wasn't. Sheaf. Wrexham throw. Great success as a Football League manager with both Derby and now Coventry, Frank Lampard. Yet the final reward of promotion for Coventry, but it does look as though they are a side set up to get themselves out of the Championship at last this season. So 2 spells as a manager with Chelsea in the Premier League and one with Everton, none of them particularly successful. O'Brien. Akache. Not out of this. Akache's ball into the penalty area, Bidwell's header away. Mason Clark, who continues, stayed on his feet well and finds Haji Wright. Right shot. I think the Conquo always felt he had it covered, that it was always going wide. Well played though, Mason Clark. He carried this a long way. Kabore. Okay. Home fans baying for a foul. Not going to get one. Kessler Hayden with the forward ball. Grimes, Kessler Hayden. Some of Coventry's games this season have been a procession. Not this one. Wrexham have really made them work. And there's still plenty of opportunities for Wrexham to get something from this game. Looked like a foul by Kiefer Moore, but it's not given as such. Decent ball headed on nicely to O'Brien. O'Brien's onto it, and well done. Wolfenden turned his body and poked the ball away. Moore started that with a great ball to Windass. Here's Kabore. Pulled it back away from Bidwell, but Allen was there. It's a good game now. The referee's trying to let it flow. Matty James. Akache. Sheaf hit more. Well, it's another half chance for Lewis O'Brien. Look at this ball from Kiefer Moore, however. Great ball that. Windass does superbly with it. O'Brien onto it. And from then on, it's just really good defending by Wolfenden. But the tempo is rising. And at the moment, the wind is in Wrexham sails. It's Windass, it's Moore, it's 1-1. Well, it's been coming. Coventry don't let in many goals. But Kiefer Moore strikes at the racecourse. Wrexham 1, Coventry 1. Really good goal, this. Nicely played in midfield. Kabore with that ball into Windass. Oh, Kiefer Moore is judged to be onside. That is very, very close. But he's put it in the back of the net. Wolfenden was convinced that Moore was offside, and he might have been right, but the angles are so marginal. It's one each. Kiefer Moore again, his 7th of the season. In just his 15th game for Wrexham. Coventry's 6-match winning streak under threat now. So too maybe their unbeaten run in the league this season. Well, their only loss this campaign was the 2-1 defeat at Millwall in the Carabao Cup. Sakamoto. It'll be a Coventry corner kick. Well, the best teams often find a way to recover from adversity quickly. Grimes with this corner kick, headed firmly away by Dan Scarr, but back with Grimes it comes. Grimes again. Matty James with the clearance. O'Brien trying to find Windass, kept away from him by Jamie Allen. Here's Eccles. Really fascinating game now. Thomas Asante. Is that a push? Referee doesn't think so. EFL Mason Clark, not given. And Sheaf here for Wrexham. Move quickly onto O'Brien. Windass has lost possession. James has won it back with a good tackle. Ben Sheaf away to Kabore. Home crowd are right behind their team. Kabore. Corner kick. Well, in some stadia, 10,000 can sound like 20, 25,000, and that's the case in the racecourse just now. Wrexham got a point off second place Middlesbrough last weekend. They're looking to take something from lead leaders Coventry here. It's a little bit over here. Interesting though, isn't it? Coventry are going to make a couple of substitutions imminently. Actually, right, Thomas Asante maybe haven't been as threatening as they sometimes are. Ellis Sims is going to be coming on. Replacement for one of them, you'd have thought. It might be that both are hauled off. We'll see. Here's Wolfenden. Right. Allen. Sakamoto. There's the Hayden. Sakamoto's ball in. Little breakdown in communication between Thomas Asante, who's touched it and find Haji Wright. Jamie Allen. Wolfenden. Play goes on. And it's given against Thomas Asante. So we're very nearly halfway through the second half of this game. Haji Wright is going to be replaced by Ellis Sims, and Victor Torp is coming on for Thomas Asante. So the pair of them are off. Ellis Sims will play up top. It's his 100th league appearance for Coventry City. Victor Torp, who is returning from injury, Danish under-21 international, comes on as well. The big two in terms of goals scored this season are off, without either having added to their 9-goal tallies this season. It's given away by Wolfenden. Kabore. Kabore's cross, Bidwell's header. Throw in Wrexham, who are on top at the moment. This of Kabore has kept Bidwell occupied all evening. Here is Issa Kabore, Windass, and in again from Moore. He does it again. Kiefer Moore keeps on scoring. Wrexham 2, Coventry 1, the league leaders behind. Their unbeaten run this season in real doubt now. Two goals in 9 minutes from Kiefer Moore. Windass with the cross, Moore with the header, Wrexham with the lead. It's a great ball by Windass. Terrific header by Moore, you'd expect that. I've got to say, I think Carl Rushworth will be disappointed he got a hand to it and didn't manage to keep it out. Wrexham 2, Coventry 1. Well, Kiefer Moore is 33 years old now. The latter stages of his career, I think you would say. But my goodness me, how he's enjoying a new lease of life at Wrexham. Windass and Moore combined. There's your story. 2-1 to the home side. Coventry City off the back of 6 straight wins coming into this game. Are they going to become the first side to beat the Sky Blues this season in Championship football? Coventry in those 6 games, beating Birmingham, Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, Blackburn, Portsmouth and Watford. Some big wins in there too. 4-0 at Millwall, 5-0 at Wednesday. And it's given away to Victor Torp here by Ben Sheaf. Nice ball. And Ellis Sims' header. There's a looper which is comfortably taken by Okonkwo. Kabore. Fans want a yellow card for Mason Clark. He's been very good tonight, Issa Kabore, but he'll be the headline maker. It stays like this. Well, he's scored goals pretty much wherever he's been, Kiefer Moore. There aren't many places he hasn't been. Well, they have not found themselves in this position of being behind in a game since they played Millwall in that Carabao Cup game, their only defeat of the season so far. Last 9 games, they'd never been behind. Bidwell. James. It's okay. Don't close there. 18 to play. Last time they met, it was an FA Cup tie, and it was an absolute thriller at Coventry. Wrexham won it 4-3. Changes then for both sides. Ben Sheaf has done well returning from injury. He's replaced by George Dobson and gets a nice round of applause from the Coventry City supporters too. Formerly one of their own, played 177 games for Coventry before joining Wrexham at the end of the transfer window this season. So Josh Eccles and Jay De Silva are coming on. Jamie Allen making way. Josh Eccles will play in there. And on comes Jay De Silva, the left back. Wrexham throw. Well, it'll feel like a long 16 minutes, but that is all there is between Wrexham and what would only be their second home league win of the season, and a really significant one. But here's Grimes. Mason Clark. Look how many sky blue jerseys are forward here. Grimes has it. De Silva on for Bidwell at left back. Grimes. Sakamoto's header. Head injury here. Brian caught. Referee just giving him a minute. A lot of tension around. A lot of noise cascading down from the three sides of the racecourse. 15 to play. Wrexham 2, Coventry 1. Throw-in goes Wrexham's way. O'Brien. Windass really played well tonight, Windass. It's Josh Eccles for Coventry, he's fouled. Free kick to Frank Lampard's side. 8 goals now and counting for the season for Kiefer Moore. De Silva, Mason Clark. Corner. Max Cleworth. Six in there for Coventry. In comes the delivery. Skimming across the edge of the 6-yard box. O'Brien keeping it in. His ball though is just giving possession straight back to Coventry with Mason Clark. Sakamoto. Moore's header. Windass. Dobson spreading it wide to Kabore. Kabore getting away from De Silva. I think he's pulled him right in the edge of the area, has he? But if he did, the referee didn't see it. Here's to Silva for Coventry. Crowd thought they saw something. Kitching to Kesler Hayden. Getting it into the run of Ellis Sims here. Sims. Eccles to Sakamoto. Kesler Hayden. Not what was required. Now, was there a foul here? Jada Silva. Certainly being accused by the home fans of a pull on Issa Kabore. A little bit, maybe. Not as much as it seemed. In real time, it would have to be said. Almost into the last 10 minutes of this engrossing championship game. Forward by Eccles. Out to play for a Wrexham throw-in. Be a real feather in his cap, this Phil Parkinson. Become the first side to take 3 points from Coventry City this season. If they do, they'll have him to thank for it. O'Brien. Kabore. Comfortable for Rushworth. Here's Matt Grimes for Coventry City. Eccles for Sakamoto. Kesler Hayden. Tatsuhiro Sakamoto. It's a free kick. Leave it over by Chikache. Free kick, 8.5 to go. Straight into Okonkwo's midriff. O'Brien. He's done well. Kakache here for Wrexham. Grimes for Coventry. Sakamoto. Play on, says the referee. Wrexham happy to do so. O'Brien. Windass. And Moore is on the hat-trick. Has a hat-trick. And surely Coventry City are going to be beaten for the first time this season. And Kiefer Moore has all 3 Wrexham goals. An outstanding display from Wrexham's main man at the top of the pitch. Sakamoto felt he was fouled here by Kakache. Coventry will argue long and hard that that should have been a free kick. But play went on. It's a great ball from Windass to Moore. That combination again, and an unerring finish. It's beautifully taken. A little glance, a low drive, and a big celebration. The racecourse is jumping with joy. And he is most definitely not. 23-minute hat-trick for Kiefer Moore. We might look to get him off now and wrap him up in cotton wool until their next game, which is down at Fratton Park against Portsmouth. With 5 minutes to go, Josh Windass is coming off. He's been excellent. Couple of assists for him. Sam Smith coming on. Moore stays on. Kiefer once more. Smith making a nuisance of himself. Wolfenden dealt with it. Coventry looking for something really special now. Goal to the good at half-time. 3-1 down with 5 minutes to go. His mind will be racing and plotting and planning. It's all about recovery. A defeat had to come inevitably at some point. Sakamoto. Kessler Hayden. Torp into the box. Silva. Carried forward by Kitching, helped on by Sims. And the header from Ian Kitching had run all the way from the back with no reward because he didn't really get a good enough contact on it, but fair play to him for getting there. Here he is again now in his more usual central defensive position. Oh, given away by Kitching to Moore. Kiefer Moore, is he going to have a go? He is! And I think he's earned that, even though it's a straightforward save. Lewis O'Brien had made a promising little run for him to his right-hand side, but Kiefer Moore had thoughts of four. De Silva. Grimes. Mason Clark. Torp. Sakamoto. Sakamoto! And it's 3-2. Wow. It's a great goal by Tatsuhiro Sakamoto. And suddenly, Wrexham's win is in some doubt. He's been excellent, Sakamoto. Don't want to give him that much room. Has so much space, it's poor defending. By the time that they realise and react at the back, Hyam and Scar, it's too late, the ball's past them. Wrexham 3, Coventry 2, Sakamoto. A glimmer. Going to be a very big call when the fourth official, Lewis Smith, puts his board up as to how much added time there's going to be. Kitching getting forward, he's overhit that in his efforts to find Josh Eccles, and Sims can't keep it in play. Well, three very different goals. Three very fine goals. And an outstanding all-round display from Kiefer Moore. But whether 3 goals will equal 3 points is still just about in doubt. Conor Cody and Josh Windass enjoying the chat. Can Coventry get something out of this game? Sakamoto just beaten to that by Kakache. Looks offside here, Sam Smith. Play is going on. James, Kakache. It's a slip from Kessler Hayden, from which he's recovered. Eccles. Sakamoto's glancing header. It's high up for Wrexham. It's a Coventry throw, I think. It is, came off the chest of Moore. So Wrexham, as we move into added time at the end of the game, are about to make a change. Matty James is going to make way. George Thomason coming on, midfielder who can play as an extra defender. Confirmation of that change for Wrexham. 3-2. Is his hat-trick going to win this game? That's seen behind for a goal kick. Sakamoto kind of sent flying, actually. Minimum of 5 to add on. We've played 1.5 of those, more or less. Conquo's clearance away downfield for Wrexham. On the brink here of a really significant victory. Lovely header on by Smith to Moore. Wrexham here looking to use up seconds, understandably so. Thomason, Hyam, Kakache, Hyam, Scar, Smith. It's a foul, a free kick, foul by George Dobson. Free kick to Coventry City with 2.5 minutes of time still to play. De Silva down the line, looking for Mason Clark. Kabore out of play. Uses up a little second or two, but it's a Coventry throw-in. Matt Grimes. Kitchen. De Silva needs to be a good ball. Sakamoto with a header. Sims trying to get there. Cleared away for Wrexham by Dan Scar. Kiefer Moore chasing this. Rushworth always going to be the winner here. Wolfenden, Grimes. Eccles. Tense finish. Kessler Hayden out to play for a Coventry throw by Hyam. He looks admirably calm. Kane Kesler-Hayden with this throw-in for Coventry City. Can he create a bit of chaos with this? Headed powerfully away, Moore with the flick on, that's brilliantly done. O'Brien here for Wrexham, has he got the legs to run the whole half length of the pitch? He's going to head for the corner flag and get a standing ovation for doing so, and I think he's won a throw-in. And that'll probably get Wrexham over the line. This place is ready to explode in celebration. "20 seconds is about all that's left." Kakacek. That'll be a Wrexham throw-in. Kiefer Moore will take the plaudits and the match ball. And Wrexham are going to take the points. The next whistle from Anthony Backhouse will signal the celebrations. Is there time for one last Coventry City attack? It would seem. The referee is going to say there is. Kitching has to go long, does go long. For the first time this season, Coventry City have been beaten, and Kiefer Moore's hat-trick has done the job for Phil Parkinson and Wrexham. A brilliant game of football in which Kiefer Moore takes the headlines, but what an outstanding, entertaining evening that has thrilled the racecourse crowd. Coventry City in front at half-time through Mason Clark. Moore with 3 goals in 23 minutes. Sakamoto with a late goal for Coventry, which set up the grandstand finish, but Wrexham held out, and deservedly so. Finishes Wrexham 3, Coventry City 2.